G'day guys, welcome back to another episode on my FIFA 23 Chelsea Career Mode series, the series where we go throughout the entire career mode, playing through in real time as the English Premier League season unfolds in real life. And I'm incredibly excited because the Liverpool game is about to happen. I am very excited to see who comes out on top. It is at Anfield, and Liverpool, similar to Chelsea, are in quite the predicament. I think we can get a positive result. I don't think we will, if I'm being honest, but I really hope that we do. Now, up first in this episode, we're going to be versing Manchester United in the CareerMode Cup. That will be a quick sim. We'll be flicking the coin and we're going to see what 50-50 outcome we get this time around. And then we will also be versing Brighton in the English Premier League away from home. Now, another thing that I want to discuss with you guys, because it has happened since we last spoke, is we have made some more signings in this January transfer window. So let's have a look at the transfer hub here, because of course, once we do hit January in the career mode, we will be making the same signings that we do in real life. And if we have a look at it this way, obviously we discussed some of the players in the last episode, but the two players that have come in for big money is obviously Noni Madueke from PSV, a young 20-year-old right wing, agile, exciting young talent, has come to Chelsea. He's a London boy originally. I'm excited to see what this fella brings to this team, to this squad. Does he instantly make it into the starting 11? I don't know, but he is going to be our long-term future prospect on that right-hand side in attack. And on the left-hand side, our long-term prospect is going to be Mudryk from Shakhtar Donetsk, the Ukraine left midfielder who has really lit up the Ukrainian league. I've watched some replay packages of this man because I will not lie, once we signed him, I had never heard of this man before we signed him in real life. And I was like, I gotta find out who this guy is. He's coming for big money. This guy must be legit. If Todd Bowley is willing to write the checkbook out for this young lad. And I am honestly anticipating some great things from him. You know, he's not perfect. There's definitely room for improvement. I think his long passing definitely needs to be improved. The decision making, the sort of finesse in the final third, all things that I'm sure Graham Potter can get out of him, because, you know, he's demonstrated that he has the ability to coach young players and make them better, especially when he was at Brighton. So Mudryk on the left and Madueke on the right. So those are two really exciting young prospects. And then if we have João Felix and Havertz up top, and then maybe even Fofana coming off the bench, we've got some really interesting attacking options up top, because I think Aubameyang is definitely not going to be lasting much longer. I think Christian Pulisic is not good enough. He's showed flurries of quality in the past, but not consistency, and that's what we need in order to be successful. And Hakim Ziyech, I've said it before, but he's a quality player, but so far in his Chelsea tenure, he hasn't showed much quality on a consistent basis. Alrighty, let's get this Manchester United simulation out of the way. We are now in the quarterfinals of this competition, and that is thanks to the quick sim feature in this game. The reason we're going throughout the entire EFL Cup using this is just, it's a bit of fun. If we lose, we lose. If we win, we win. Honestly, this is a competition I'm not super fussed about, so I'm not going to waste too much time with it. Obviously, Cristiano Ronaldo is still at Manchester United in this career mode. And Manchester United have really turned things around in real life, beating Man City in the Prem last time out. Whew, that was impressive, not going to lie. Man City, definitely the better team, but had an off day at Old Trafford. So, quick sim, begin. What are you going to show us today? A 3-1 win at Old Trafford in the quarterfinals in the EFL Cup. Mason Mount, Loftus-Cheek, and Raheem Sterling getting the goods for us. And we progress to a semi-final, and we get that one step closer to potential silverware. But even though it's a trophy, it's not the trophy that we want to be winning this season. Now, of course, this is the competition that we so desperately want to win, the English Premier League. And as of right now, our form is not great. We're getting some bad results, we're picking up some draws here and there. But if we want to make sure that we get that positive momentum, the only way we can do that is by winning and getting 3 points. So, when we go to the Amex today, hopefully we can bypass this Brighton defense that honestly doesn't look that strong. So, let's get into it. Now, so many people are begging the question, how are we able to spend so much money, especially since Todd Boehly has come in? And it's important to remember that with FFP, Financial Fair Play, it's done in a cycle over the course of 3 seasons. And it's a part of that is about how much money you make, what your earnings are, you know, how much money are you winning from tournaments, how much money are you making from transfers, obviously television broadcast money, sponsorships, all that kind of stuff. And how the FFP works is however much money you make dictates how much money you can spend. And as long as you're balancing those two things, then everything works out in a fair perspective. And I think it's interesting to see how much money Todd Boehly is investing, because not only did he purchase the club for a lot of money, but now he's investing even more into players and into this squad. And you also need to remember that there are still long-term plans to redo Stamford Bridge and get us a brand new fancy stadium. And I'm honestly, it's an exciting time to be a Chelsea fan. There's so much potential at our display, and I am very, very hopeful to see many of these chess pieces move and be implemented in a successful way. In saying that, we don't want to become like Everton, where we just throw money at the team, at the squad, and it doesn't work, and it's just a slow progression into the depths of despair. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Now, another thing on financial fair play and the amount of money that we're spending, because literally Todd Boehly just has money falling out of his pocket. This is a great example of why it's so important to finish in the top 4, because the monetary incentive is so high. You make so much money by participating in the Champions League, even compared to the Europa League, that top 4 is so important. And if we want to make sure that we're keeping our financial books in order and that we're still able to attract top quality players and keep a healthy, strong squad that's, you know, participating in as many tournaments and competing for as much silverware as possible, we need to be getting top 4. It's an expectation at the Chelsea Football Club. We always need to be getting it. If we don't win the league every year, I can understand that because there's so much great competition, but top 4 is what we all expect, and I think is what's realistic. Oh, Havertz has found us some space. Oh, and Mason Mount. He's just in the right spot at the right time, and Kai Havertz was able to just slip in to that slither of space in behind like a slippery snake. He found that space and was able to pick out a pass, and Mason Mount just completely unmarked. Disgusting, awful, appalling defense by the Brighton players there. Goalkeeper couldn't really do much about it, especially in a one-on-one situation like that. And Mason Mount, the Cobham youngster, gets the first goal of this game. 5 goals for this so far in the season. Happy with that. Oh, that's a... Oh, I was going to say that's a dangerous tackle, but referee saw it otherwise. In hindsight, it actually did look like a good tackle.
And there to intervene. Well back. Good looking pass. Trossard. Here's Gross.
Oh, mistake in midfield. Kovacic not quite able to capitalise. Oh, Mendy off his line as quick as the flash. And he's able to stop that there. Brighton looking to hit back almost immediately. Another interception. Missed. And Fofana makes a good tackle that was so desperately needed. And Kai Havertz might be able to find some space. Let's switch it back out to Chilwell, who finds Sterling, who's not the right player to be in that situation, being so short. Oh, good save there, Mendy. Trossard just signed for Arsenal. And I have to say, that's really good business by the Gunners. Especially after we stole Mudryk away from them. To quickly adjust and find a replacement. I think it's a situation that just worked out perfectly for them because I think Trossard's relationship with their coach did break down. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's get Sterling in. Can he outpace him? Oh, he can't. Another excellent save by Mendy there. Oh, I thought a shot from deep might be the best option there. Unfortunately, it did not work out. Well, there goes the halftime whistle, and it's only 1-0 as of right now. This Chelsea 11 are performing well, but Brighton, straight away after we scored that goal, just flicked a switch and showed some desire and hunger to get straight back into the game. So we need to be careful. Oh, he's turned. What a beast. Oh, it's just too easy. Mason Mount again. In the right spot. Just like it for the first goal. He's in the right spot at the right time. And the dribbling was just absolutely exquisite by both Reece James and by Raheem Sterling there. And the fact that we were able to pick out that pass is honestly quite embarrassing from a Brighton perspective because we shouldn't be finding those pockets of spaces. You know what I mean? When you're in the box like that, you need to make sure that you're covering all different areas and making sure you're getting your angles just right so that stuff like that does not happen. And Mason Mount has come out in this second half and just put us in the driving seat. And I am so very, very proud of this performance so far because we are looking very, very comfortable. Oh, such a good save by Mendy there. Diving through the air like the Man of Steel. And we've won that header from a very anticlimactic corner. Oh, I can see the space for Havertz. Oh, he makes a great first touch as well. Oh, he's not able to find Mount. Oh, the pass inside was almost perfect, but it's cut out. We've made an interception though. James. Oh, from deep. Jeez, that was very reminiscent of that goal he scored a couple seasons ago under Lampard, I think it was. That absolute beauty of a strike against Brighton. Bloody hell. Alrighty, I've decided to bring on some fresh legs. We need something extra, I think, to secure this result. If we can get that third goal, then I'll be happy for this, overall performance. I have swapped Mount into central midfield, and Ziyech has come into cam. So hopefully Ziyech can bring some creative options for us in that position. I say all this, and we almost concede. Ziyech finds Havertz straight away. Can he find James? He does. Alright, here we go. Oh, the fatigue.
Chelsea facing Nottingham Forest.
Ah. Oh.
No degree of difficulty at all for the keeper.
How is that not a goal? I thought that went in. I was about to celebrate and then I don't know what just happened. Oh, that's such an anticlimactic moment. Oh, not a good pass either.
Oh, he's left his marker for dead. Yes! No degree of difficulty at all for the keeper.
Not quite securing this result. We are definitely going to win, but second half, we have not performed as well as we did in that first half. At least when we brought on these substitutions, we looked really solid. Oh, Mount. Overlap. Beautiful play by the Chelsea Blues here. All Gallagher needs to do is finish it off, which he does. And he has won this game for the Blues in stylish fashion. The young man who always steps up and gives us lots of energy, lots of excitement, has maintained his composure there and just pushed it with excellent accuracy into that bottom right hand corner. And I must say, Brighton, not the best performance from them. You know, they had some patches in that first half where they looked dangerous. Second half, not so much at all. It was just out of our lack of quality that we weren't able to score more, if you will. But we showed that even though we didn't perform at our very, very best, our greatness within our squad is still able to get us over the line. And when Graham Potter returns in game 2, the Amex, he is able to get 3 points, unlike he did when we faced them in real life. And I must say, 3-0, not a bad result. Not a bad result at all. I gotta say, Mason Mount, without a doubt, man of the match performance. Excellent. Gave us so much creativity when he was in that cam position. And then when he dropped deeper, just was able to, create some space and allow Ziyech and Connor to just do their thing. So that was really great to see. And the first question is about, of course, the man of the moment. I couldn't have asked more from Mount today. 2 goals were probably what won us the game, but there was so much to admire about Mount's performance today. Of course, the 2 young English lads score the goals and get us the 3 points. Are you confident you can avoid defeat again? We're not giving anything away. If I had to give you one reason why we've managed to go 6 games unbeaten, I'd say that we're not giving anything away. The team looks rock solid now. Yeah, well, we might not necessarily have picked up a defeat, but draws, still not good enough, in my opinion, for the Chelsea Blues. Why do you think Brighton and Hove Albion were never able to match you? I think they just couldn't handle our attacking play. We have so much quality at that top end of the field, and if they're all performing at their potential, then of course we're going to win games. And it's just a sad reality that it's not necessarily happening for them in real life. And just like that, we have finished another episode of the FIFA 23 career mode. Of course, our priorities are to win the English Premier League, and with our current run of form putting us in 7th spot, it will become a lot more difficult than what would be preferred, I guess you could say. But if we can really push hard and put a good run of momentum into the FA Cup, we might be able to get some silverware there as well. So domestically, I think things are still possible. We just need to sort of bring all these assets together, get all the players gelling in the most efficient way possible. And I know that's difficult to do in a short space of time, but when Graham Potter came to Chelsea, he knew it was going to be a challenge, and that is the challenge he is undertaking. Now he needs to step up to the plate and get the job done, because Todd Bowley is certainly backing him. I think he's really showed his investment and is buying players to suit his coaching style of developing young players and allowing them to be coached in the way that Graham Potter wants to play. And Todd Bowley, you got to give credit to him. He has really come and made a stamp, not only on this club, but on his intentions for the English Premier League overall. And At the end of the day, it's all well and good spending a lot of money, but the money has to be rewarded with smart investments. And these players look like they're going to be smart investments. And I very much hope that we can get the 3 points at Anfield, whether you're watching it before the game or after the game. I hope we're all happy as Chelsea fans. And if we are, smash that like button, comment your thoughts about everything that's happening in real life. And yep, thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. See you later, guys. Come on, you Blues.